Hey, and welcome back to Hello, my name is Alex. So, by the way, today I actually thought it would be an interesting topic to speak about, just making a little bit of extra cash for you guys if you want to take this approach. And by all means, I'm letting you know this is not a quick rich scheme in any way. It's more a way to earn you extra money. Know that this is just an approach you can take. The thing is, some people have made money through a lot of PDFs, through such sites like Ipsy and Standstore. These are really great. Those Standstore, you do have to pay a subscription amount. I think it's $29 a month, and it's free for 14 days if you decide to join, but it does cover a lot of ground for you to check it out if you're interested. The idea is that you see a lot of people selling a lot of digital products, and frankly, it is a really smart way of doing things, especially if you're a content creator and you want to be able to have your own digital product under yourself. These things do work, but what you find a lot of things that happen with content creators, a lot of people are scared to take that first step. They're scared to make that first sell. They're scared to take that first approach because it's not easy. Don't get me wrong. Some people are even stuck several years before they even do that, solely on the ideas that they don't know how to price their digital product they want to sell, or their services or consultation. These are difficult things that people face. These are very, very difficult things to face. When I first did this, again, I've talked about this before, but I used to be an animator for fun, as a hobby. So I had no boundaries, no losses, no nothing. Basically, I went in there, not full on. I was working 2 jobs. I had a family, and I jumped in there with both feet wet. But I enjoyed the crafting. I enjoyed the experience, and I just had a lot of fun doing it. And through my process and steps, I kind of like grew into it. And there are a lot of people like that who just grow into what you love and what you do, and it works just fine. But I feel especially those who are in the content creator side, where you grow into many skills and many talents in many areas, especially when you start moving into the digital product and things, that becomes much harder because, first of all, it relies on several things, and several factors are extremely important. One, it depends on your niche. It depends how big it is, what's your area, who the people you're focusing down to, and how you're kind of producing each video that you create. It's really important. Your target audience, meeting a need and demand. Also, what I say a lot to other people, and I'll say it to you guys if you want to follow this pathway, this world works on the idea of, if you're able to meet a need and you meet a want and succeed in it, then you're generating money. It just flows down. And that's how businesses work in this West. That's how the economy works, as a whole. And if, as a content creator, if you're able to pretty much make money for helping and meeting a need of a consumer, you're generating more videos, you're generating more audience, and you're generating pretty much, green passes for yourself as people follow you, because you're actually making a passive income through this way, and it works extremely well because you're not only already promoting yourself, you're creating that general audience that really, really believe in what you're trying to do, and that's really important. It's quite important. But how do you do that? So I'll give you a few steps that you can take. Now, again, like I said before, this is not a quick, fast generating income machine. By all means, a lot of people out there just give you, forgive my language, a lot of BS. They just give you a lot of BS. It's just rubbish, because the amount of money they're making, they're either one, already extremely successful, they've got a high level volume audience and traffic going to them, and able then to be able to sell that product in a way. But they're almost like I wouldn't even call it the 1%ers, but they're the percentage of people who's been in it for quite a long time. So for them to go on a plan and say to you, oh, you can do this in 90 days, you can do this in 5 days, you can do this in a month, you can do this. Don't believe. I think that all of that is rubbish. The green cut grass here, guys, the hard truth for PDFs, the hard idea of creating digital products, it's hard, it's not easy, and it takes time. You have to build the audience. But this is also why being the content creator first in this way, it's actually smart, because you're building your audience first. You're trying to tell people that you actually can offer these products well, and you're demonstrating to your group that you're a person of interest, you're a person they can trust, and you're a person they can go to. And then from building trust first with your audience, and the faith and belief in what you can do, and then also showing the product, what's the steps and process of it, it then leads in generating sales, and it goes from there. But that's also why being the content creator first, and then build the audience, and then go to be PDF files, and then build your digital products around it. So let me walk you through it. Like, again, as I say, and I keep repeating myself again, this is just steps you can take. You don't have to take my word for it. It's your choice to say if you want to do this or not. But these are some guides you can take on board. And I've done this already. I've experienced a bit of this myself. So I'm giving you my walkthrough. And if you want to take it on board, if you want to have consultation or mentoring, just give me a buzz and I can see I can go from there. But the idea is very simple. Be a content creator first. You don't have to be a pro. Just start. That's really important. Build your audience first. Don't go targeting down straight away of selling PDF files, digital products. Don't even do any of that. Just focus on your niche first, what direction you want to head to. That's really key. And then really go hard on that niche, because then you become like the expert in that field. You only have to be a few steps ahead of that person. You don't have to be a pro or genius, just a few steps ahead. After that, once the audience, and you build that audience and that trust, then push out a free product first. One page is enough, like a checklist or a quick guide for whatever niche you're trying to push on. Just to show good faith to your audience. And this way it goes, this is interesting. He or she knows what he's saying. This checklist actually does work, but I want to know more now. And that then builds interest. With interest, then these now builds leads, because they're going to reach out to you, which then you can then slowly build your email listing, because these then will be people that may be interested again, so you can share new products to them as you create new digital products. After that, you can then ask key questions in your community group, because now you have a following. So you see what I mean? You have to build this following first. You then can ask key questions to your audience to see if you're hitting target matters that are pain points to them. So then you can build your PDF files properly around the issues that need to be solved right there and right then. And then that way you can write down a list and kind of work and build your PDF file, which is your digital product. And after, when you build those, answering those key points in a more strategic way, it's a step-by-step. It doesn't have to be difficult, bullet points. And then after this, which is a really key important part, is to build a nice cover. So you either join up with someone, this is a couple of choices. One, you can go to DeviantArt. There's a lot of free artists there that you can pitch out to them and say, are you interested? And you can kind of have a cut for them if you do well, and they become like your main artist to build your covers. Because just like in the world of YouTube, your thumbnails and stuff are a big deal, right? They're the ones that pretty much your clickbait ideas to get people to join in it. It's no different to when you're selling your ebooks or your digital products online. In this sense here, you need a good cover to be able to sell that. So then that way, even though you may have your target group audience here and you're selling it this way because you now built your trust, which works perfectly fine, but then this way you also target another group of people who don't know you and stumble across you and go, wow, this is a really cool cover, because that's the clickbait here. So then they'll be able to buy into your product, and of course it's based on your material, and then you share a link to your YouTube video and really push on the one idea. Really push on that niche and that one point of view. For then this is when you go for the next 90 days or the next XYX period or the sell period time that you have, because this way you now, you did a proof of product. You've taken action, and you actually went through all the steps necessary to really, push hard on that PDF file. And that's how you start really building on ideas, and then you can do more and more and more, and it starts generating sales. And now the sell pitch part is also just as important. I think that when you starting off at the start, go on the lower tier end first. Don't pitch too high. $10, $15 for a PDF file that's about maybe like 5 pages, 10 pages long. Don't go too deep. You don't have to, really. At that price, you don't have to go too deep. But you also want to make it descriptive, informative, and really solves a key problem that your users are coming to you, right? Because come on, if you're your audience, you're trying to reach out here, that's key in order to sell PDF files. And I'll tell you this right now, guys, if you follow these steps and you take these steps one at a time, you can actually really start generating real income from you, real passive income, because those ones then stick on your stores. Like I said, Stan Store is a really good one to go to, but it's only a 14 period free. That's a free period. After after that, you do have to pay a monthly subscription. But if you can start generating real ideas, I mean, real key pinpoints there that actually solves a problem, you find yourself just generating leads on its own. And then those ebooks or digital products that you end up selling then actually becomes retainers, because these audience then may become customers that might go to you and go, hey, I want more from this. Like, I want you, I want to talk to you. I want to have that consultation. I want to have that mentoring. I want to know the next steps from here, which then that's a different service on its own, because it's a one-on-one basis or on a group basis, depending how you want to do it, because again, you can empower your users through your community chat box and really build on it. So you can see what I mean, like building your business plans from nothing, from no dollars to nothing, and really slowly getting there, you can do that. There's also Ipsy as well that you can jump on, and there's other platforms you can use to really push forward your digital product. But this is all about your digital product, selling it from scratch. But even more important than that, it's about really solving a key problem that your customers are dealing with, because at the end of the day, that's what it's about. If you're not focusing more about your views, your subscribers, and all those people jumping in, and you're more targeting on the idea of really helping a key problem, that one key problem that a person has, you're on your way of making real sales for yourself. And then after that, it doesn't matter about views. It doesn't matter about subscribers. It doesn't matter about that. It matters about the long game and really making your channel profitable in a whole different sense in itself. So you're building on that idea, and this is the evergreen pastures if you want to go to that pathway. That's really the true path to success. In a way that taking social media to really push your digital product out there. So if you guys want to learn a bit more about that, again, like I said, I prefer the mentoring and coaching style way, so you can reach out to me. But this is a really good way of pushing digital products. So I'm keeping it short and simple. As always, if you share the same niche, reach out to me. I'd love to collab with you. We can chit chat about anything and everything. And of course, leave a like, subscribe, put a comment down below. Everything helps. And thanks again, guys, for joining me in another episode of Hello, my name is Alex. Bye now.